There's nothing to see here.
Hey guys, it's Krystal, and I've been using the Nothing Phone 2 for a few weeks now. But today we're here in Brooklyn, and I thought it'd be cool to have a little city day with the new phone, so let's check it out together. It's bright and sunny today. It's actually very hot. I'm glad I wore my skirt, but this is kind of hot. We're gonna roller skate.
Roller skates, meeting some familia.
Yes.
It'll be good.
Some good food after.
Yes.
It's actually my first time roller skating in the city.
Same.
Never done that, so I'm excited. I wonder how it picks up my voice in this type of like environment. Like, it's very loud, and not only the noises, but like also how it looks, because it's a very bright sunny day, and we'll like walk under shades in some parts, but then now we're in the sun. So yeah, let me know how it's looking in the comments below.
Now, future Krystal here, looking back at these video clips and selfie videos and rear camera video that I shot with this phone, I've noticed playing back, not only just while editing, but also in the phone itself, the audio does a really good job at isolating whoever's talking. And I mean, keep in mind, this was shot, most of these video clips were shot in New York City, one of the loudest cities. There's a lot going on in the background. There's sirens, there's people talking, cars honking, and it still does an amazing job at keeping my voice front and center, or whoever's talking. It's almost like a bit too much. Like, I would almost dial it down a little bit in the voice isolation, but still really cool feature to have, especially when you're in a loud environment.
This is action mode. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Day 2. Hello. Some selfie video. This is what the selfie camera looks like in video. We're at 1080 at 30 frames per second. And what are we doing now?
Gonna get something to eat.
Time to eat. We'll have to see how this audio is picking up here, because again, the city is loud. Again, another hot day as well. Very hot city day. We are at the Butcher's Daughter.
Let's break down the camera system on here. We have 3 cameras, 2 on the back and 1 in the front. We have a 50 megapixel wide and a 50 megapixel ultra wide on the back, and a 32 megapixel on the front selfie camera. Let's hop into the camera app and see what that looks like. We're here in video. Let's go into photo, snap some pictures. I really like the camera UI. It's very clean. Everything is very straightforward. You just swipe for all the different modes: slow-mo, video, photo, portrait. Smile, Gabby. And we got some more here. We can do some macro, time-lapse, pano, expert. That's like the pro mode. When you go into expert mode, you have more control over the camera, things like ISO and white balance. Most of the time though, I just stick to the auto mode because it does a really great job at exposing everything properly.
I think it's gorgeous.
see how close we can get. Shoot subjects at 4 centimeters for best results. All right, there's our macro shot. I'm actually gonna flip around and get some rear video, like vlog style clips, so you guys can see what that looks like. Here we are on Crosby Street, just testing out the rear camera video. Oh, I also really love that when you're recording, you can see that it is in progress with this red little flashing light here. So it's a cool little way to tell that you're actually getting the shot when you're like this, or just when you're recording somebody else. I feel like stabilization works pretty well on this phone too. You do have an action mode, which I kind of tested out when we were roller skating a few days ago, but just on the go here, I think it doesn't even need it on. It's pretty steady on its own. I got this rock covers book. It has a bunch of different album artwork. I want to open it. So cool. I also got this Skittle lamp and wireless charger. So it doubles as two things, and I'm kind of building a new desk setup at home, so I thought it'd be cool to bring something along that's easy to travel with and is gonna look really cute. Feels like a microphone, like I feel like I'm talking to a microphone. You know what I mean? And I also got a lovely Grand Central candle. Comes in this little box. Smells like Grand Central. I feel like Grand Central is not the nicest smelling place, but this candle smells good. And this lovely battery powered filament light. And it's on, it's charged. Perfect little accent light. Let's talk a little bit about this design though. It is very unique looking. Unlike any other smartphone, it kind of follows in the footsteps of the previous phone 1, but just a little more refined. The glyph interface, as we'll see, is a lot more functional now, but it looks so good. Even when the lights are off, the lines just look very minimal and clean looking. Got my blue light glasses on, and I'm just gonna show you guys what I have going on here in my home screen and lock screen. So the lock screen is pretty simple. I have an always on display on right now, and go in, and this is what this looks like. I have all the lovely Nothing widgets. Right off the bat, I just used the Nothing OS look because it just looks so clean, so minimal, so nice. I have this lovely gray background. Everything is just matching the whole phone aesthetic here. The phone, I have the gray one. I thought it'd be cool to match the wallpaper. Everything from going into settings looks so uniform and nice. Even hopping into the weather app. I mean, just look at this. Everything matches the phone perfectly. And yeah, it's a big phone. It's a 6.7-inch OLED display, but it's still thin. So when you're holding it, it's not really bulky or hard to hold in your hand. Brightness-wise, the display does get bright. It is a very bright day today. So I feel like I wish it was a little bit brighter. Like I have it max brightness now, and you can still see what's on the display, but a little bit brighter would be nicer. Now I also do want to mention battery life for a quick sec because it has been a very solid experience for me. A lot of my use of this phone has been out and about in bright sunny days, and I've been cranking my screen brightness pretty much all the time, even indoors. So it's cool to see that I don't really, not even once have I had to charge before the end of the day in just a normal day use of this phone. Between using the camera a lot, the glyph lights, the always on display, it's cool to see that you get that whole smartphone experience and not really have to charge your phone before the end of the day. I have my little cousin Tay here. Tay also has a YouTube channel where she draws and does amazing things, so you should definitely check it out. What do you think of it?
It looks really nice. Design is really cool because you can see all, you know, like the parts.
It's interesting, right? Like you've never really seen a phone like this.
Yeah.
It's see-through, and also I'm gonna show you something. It lights up in the back.
That is really cool.
And it does that for notifications. You can like customize it for
different sort of phone calls. You can do it for like...
You can like even use this like a nightlight kind of.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I did completely
I'm
random.
gonna save that pattern. I'm gonna call it the Tay. So when you call me, it's gonna do this.
Now, much like the rest of the phone, the glyph lights on the back were designed to give us less screen time. You can use it for incoming notifications or phone calls. You can customize them to set it to specific apps. You can even use this as a battery indicator while charging or for volume up and down. It also can be used as a timer to indicate that a timer is up, but probably my favorite use with it that just became available with an update is using it as an Uber progress bar. So when you have an Uber ride that's incoming, you can use it and see the lights to indicate when that ride is close to you. Speaking of glyph lights, another cool update that just became available is a new sound pack that we can use in the Glyph Composer app to make ringtones and custom sounds. We already have a few to choose from here, but as of now, we now have available the new Swedish House Mafia sound pack that actually uses sounds from their upcoming album, which now you can just use on your phone and it's built in to the phone. So as you can see, beyond just looking cool, there's a lot of cool uses for these glyph lights, and it's cool to see the progress from phone 1 to phone 2 and how much more functional it is now. And I'm excited to see down the line just what else you can do with these lovely lights.
So, come in here. Come in here. My not so little cousin, who's taller than me. I want to know what you think of the Nothing Phone 2. It's called the Nothing Phone.
Oh. I like the clear background.
Yeah, you can like see into the phone, and I don't know if you saw the little light show that we just did, but
yeah, that was cool.
It lights up. It's called a glyph in your face. It's like the unicorn of smartphones right now.
Yeah.
Now this phone starts at $599, which I would say is a little over that budget realm of maybe a $300 smartphone and not quite as pricey as a Galaxy Fold or Flip or an iPhone 14 Pro or Pro Max. So it's right in that sweet spot there, and it's really cool to see all that you get for that price. It's a phone that has a lot of intent behind this design. You can really see the passion for tech here, where tech meets design, and as someone who has a lot of appreciation, not just for tech, but for design as well, it's been so fun and just refreshing to use a device that really stands out in the sea of similarity out there. I've been using this phone for about a month, but I'm really excited to just use it down the road, and I want to know in the comments below who has picked one up. What do you guys think of it? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and hasta luego.